Who are genetically better equipped to survive and adapt to a changing environment, black or white people? Well, black people have robust genes, which means they have powerful alleles of the genes. In other words, black people carry alleles of the genes that make them powerful and capable of surviving better, compared to white people, who often have the weaker allele of the same gene, and the survival of the fittest theory suggests that only those who are fit will survive while those who are weak will be dominated and replaced. And we are also seeing black people present from the start of humanity to this point, even if various other families of the Homo genus have come and gone. So does it mean that black people have black genes that make them exceptionally capable of adapting to changes and natural diseases aimed at testing the survival of the fittest theory? Well, the answer is yes, because after tens of thousands of years, black people are alive and surviving, compared to others who have either gone extinct or are today in the weakest possible state. But what are those genes that make black people genetically powerful? In this video, let's talk about that.
The Black History Archives.
Often it becomes quite hard for people to understand how black people have dominant alleles of the same genes and how they have better survival chances. However, that's not too hard to understand. Well, the simple explanation is that black people have genes that have undergone tens of thousands of years of evolution, making them equipped with the best allele that is expressed in all cases. But to understand this, you need to know what genes and alleles are. Think of a gene as a set of instructions in your DNA that dictates a specific trait, like the color of your eyes or your blood type. Each gene comes in different versions, and these versions are called alleles. For every gene, you inherit two alleles, one from your mother and one from your father. These alleles can be dominant or recessive. A dominant allele will determine your trait if you have at least one of it. For example, if the allele for brown eyes is dominant, having just one brown eye allele will give you brown eyes. On the other hand, a recessive allele will only show up as a trait if you have two copies of it. So to have blue eyes, which are determined by a recessive allele, you need two blue eye alleles. Now let's talk about how this relates to dealing with the environment. Sometimes having a certain allele can make you better suited to your surroundings. For example, some alleles might protect you from certain diseases, while others might not offer that protection. Often, but not always, the dominant allele is the one that helps you adapt better to your environment. And black people have dominant alleles. In other words, a child gets a dominant allele from the father and also a dominant allele from the mother. The chances of recessive allele to be expressed are zero, and therefore, black people are better equipped to survive. Now let's talk about what genes make black people better equipped compared to white people. The first gene is the ACTN3 gene that produces a protein called alpha-actinin 3, which is crucial for fast-twitch muscle fibers responsible for power and speed. This gene is linked to muscle strength, power, and endurance. Studies suggest that people of African descent often carry the dominant allele of ACTN3 more frequently, contributing to greater muscle power and performance in activities requiring strength and speed. Another gene is ACE, or angiotensin-converting enzyme, which influences the production of an enzyme that helps regulate blood pressure and electrolyte balance, playing a role in muscle efficiency and cardiovascular health. Higher activity of the ACE gene is associated with improved cardiovascular and muscle performance, leading to enhanced physical abilities and endurance often observed in black populations. Here's a reminder to please support us so we can make more videos for you by subscribing to our channel and giving the video a like. We want to build a strong community, and we need your support. Let's continue now. Then comes the PPRGC1A, or peroxisome proliferator. Activated receptor gamma coactivator 1-alpha, which plays its role in regulating muscle fiber types and mitochondrial function, affecting both endurance and strength. It helps convert energy stores into muscle activity. Variations in PPRG1A that are associated with increased endurance and muscle strength are more common among black individuals, aiding in superior athletic performance and physical stamina. However, for survival, the immune system plays the key role, and the immune systems of black people are extremely strong. That's due to HLA, or human leukocyte antigen genes. HLA genes are essential for the immune system, helping the body recognize and respond to pathogens. Variations in these genes influence disease susceptibility and immune response. The diversity and frequency of certain HLA alleles in Black populations contribute to robust immune responses and better disease resistance. In addition to this, Black people also have high TNF or tumor necrosis factor genes expression. TNF genes produce a cytokine involved in systemic inflammation and immune system regulation. Variations can influence the risk of autoimmune diseases and inflammatory conditions. But because Black people have higher expression of TNF genes, it leads to a more vigorous immune response, though it can also be associated with a higher risk of inflammatory diseases. Furthermore, Black people have enhanced activity of TLR or toll-like receptor genes, which are involved in recognizing pathogens and triggering immune responses. They play a crucial role in the body's first line of defense. Enhanced activity of TLR genes in Black populations leads to a more effective immune response to infections and diseases. In addition to this, Black people have enhanced activity of VDR, or vitamin D receptor genes, which are crucial for vitamin D metabolism and immune regulation. They influence how the body responds to vitamin D, which is vital for bone health and immune function. Variants of VDR genes that improve immune regulation and response to vitamin D are more prevalent in Black populations, aiding in maintaining strong bones and a healthy immune system. There are also studies that reveal that there are lesser chances of diseases in Black people, and that's possible due to various genes. Black people have increased activity of NOS3, which produces nitric oxide, which is important for blood vessel dilation, muscle function, and immune response. This leads to better muscle function and cardiovascular health, supporting physical performance. What's more, Black people have higher expression of ADRB2, or adrenoceptor beta-2 gene, which enhances muscle strength and endurance by improving the response to adrenaline, boosting physical performance and stress resilience. In contrast, lower expression of ADRB2 in white people leads to reduced muscle performance and endurance, affecting physical capabilities. In addition to this, certain IL-6 alleles in Black people enhance immune function and inflammatory response, providing better protection against infections. Comparatively reduced efficiency of IL-6 in white people can impair immune response and increase susceptibility to autoimmune diseases. Even Black people have higher activity of SOD2, which reduces oxidative stress, protecting against cellular damage. However, in white people, lower expression of SOD2 in white people leads to increased oxidative stress and a higher risk of related diseases. It's said that a person or a particular group has genes that were shaped by experience. In this sense, it becomes clear that back in the era of slavery, Black people endured brutalities and had resilience which got converted into genes responsible for better equipping them for survival. Not only that, but Black people have higher expression of BDNF, or brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which supports better cognitive function and mental resilience. In other words, Black people have genes that actually make them genius and intelligent. Interestingly, Black people have more expression of DNA repair genes because they have dominant alleles of BRCA1 and BRCA2, crucial for efficiently repairing DNA breaks and lowering cancer risk by maintaining genomic stability. These genes are pivotal in preventing cancer development, contrasting with populations that may have compromised repair mechanisms, thereby increasing susceptibility to cancer. What's more, genes like BAX and BCL2 regulate apoptosis, the controlled cell death process. Black individuals commonly exhibit a balanced expression of these genes, ensuring timely elimination of damaged or cancerous cells. This equilibrium is vital for preserving cellular health and preventing uncontrolled cell growth that could lead to cancer. Genes like CDKN2A, CDKN2B, and RB1 regulate cell cycle progression, preventing excessive cell proliferation. And Black individuals have dominant alleles of these genes that maintain better control over cell growth and division, reducing the risk of cancer development. You see, Black people have either higher gene expression or have those alleles of the genes that make them fitter for the environment. Do you also feel that black people have some of the robust alleles of genes that make them truly powerful? Isn't it true that black genes dominate white genes in case of an interracial marriage? In the comment section right below, share your thoughts on black people having better chances of survival due to black genes. Would you like us to make more videos? If yes, please support us by subscribing to the Black History Archives and clicking the bell icon. You can check out more videos on our channel too.